In a small, humble village over 2,000 years ago, the world witnessed the birth of a man who would change the course of history. His name was Jesus Christ. Today we embark on a journey through his life, a story filled with miracles, teachings, love, and sacrifice. Join us as we delve deep into the life of Jesus, from his miraculous birth to his crucifixion. The life of Jesus Christ. After the miraculous birth of Jesus, the news of this event began to spread far beyond the quiet hills of Bethlehem. In the distant lands of the East, a group of wise men, scholars, astrologers, and seekers of truth, noticed a unique star shining in the sky. These men, known as the Magi, were deeply learned in the ancient prophecies and the movements of celestial bodies. They recognized that this star was unlike any other they had ever seen. It was a sign, a divine marker that heralded the birth of a new king, the Messiah promised in ancient texts. With faith and determination, the Magi embarked on a long and arduous journey across the desert sands, guided by this mysterious star. Their journey was filled with challenges: scorching days under the desert sun, cold nights beneath the vast expanse of the heavens, and the ever-present dangers of thieves and wild animals. Yet their resolve did not falter. They carried with them precious gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh, each gift carefully chosen for its symbolism. Gold, a treasure worthy of a king; frankincense, an incense used in worship, symbolizing Jesus' divinity; and myrrh, a fragrant spice often used in burial rites, foreshadowing the suffering he would endure. The Magi eventually arrived in Jerusalem, the capital city of Judea, and went to the palace of King Herod. They inquired, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him." This question startled Herod, a man known for his paranoia and ruthless hold on power. The news of a potential rival, a new King of the Jews, threatened his reign, and he quickly convened the chief priests and scribes to ask where the Messiah was prophesied to be born. The scholars searched the scriptures and found the prophecy in the book of Micah. "But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel." Herod, filled with a cunning intent, called the Magi to a secret meeting. He asked them the exact time the star had appeared, and then he sent them to Bethlehem, saying, "Go and search carefully for the young child, and when you have found him, bring back word to me, that I may come and worship him also." But Herod had no intention of worshiping Jesus. His heart was filled with fear and deceit. The Magi left Jerusalem, and once again the star they had seen in the east went before them, guiding them to the exact place where Jesus was. When they arrived at the house, they saw the child with Mary, his mother. They fell to their knees in worship, overwhelmed with joy and reverence. Here in this humble home lay the one they had traveled so far to see, the newborn King, the Savior of the world. They presented their gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, each one a symbol of Jesus' identity and future. Gold for his kingship, for he would rule not just a nation, but all of creation. Frankincense for his divinity, recognizing that he was more than a mere human, he was God incarnate. And myrrh, a bitter resin used in embalming, signifying the suffering and death that awaited him. These gifts, both costly and profound, were a testimony to who Jesus was and the great purpose for which he had come. That night, as the Magi slept, they were warned in a dream not to return to Herod. Understanding the danger that lay ahead, they departed for their country by another route, quietly slipping away into the night. When Herod realized he had been deceived by the Magi, his rage boiled over. In a desperate attempt to eliminate any threat to his throne, he ordered the massacre of all male children in Bethlehem and its vicinity who were 2 years old and under, based on the time he had learned from the Magi. But God, in his infinite wisdom, had already provided a way of escape. An angel appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, "Arise, take the young child and his mother, flee to Egypt, and stay there until I bring you word, for Herod will seek the young child to destroy him." Joseph, a man of faith and obedience, immediately took Mary and the child, and under the cover of darkness, they fled to Egypt. They journeyed through deserts and towns, finding safety in a foreign land. It was here, in the land of Egypt, that they would remain until the death of Herod. After Herod died, the angel of the Lord appeared again to Joseph in a dream, saying, "Arise, take the young child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel, for those who sought the young child's life are dead." Joseph obeyed, returning to Israel. Yet fearing Archelaus, Herod's cruel son, who now reigned in Judea, Joseph was divinely guided to settle in Nazareth, a small town in the region of Galilee. It was in Nazareth that Jesus grew up, learning the trade of carpentry from Joseph, living a life of humility and simplicity, far from the halls of power and the gaze of the mighty. As a child, Jesus grew in wisdom and strength, and the grace of God was upon him. His childhood in Nazareth was marked by the normalcy of village life. Yet those around him sensed that there was something extraordinary about this boy. Though the Bible does not give many details of his early years, one significant event is recorded. When Jesus was 12 years old, Mary and Joseph took him to Jerusalem for the feast of the Passover. After the festival, on their journey back home, they realized that Jesus was not with them. In a panic, they returned to Jerusalem and searched for him for 3 days. They found him in the temple courts, sitting among the teachers, listening to them and asking questions. All who heard him were amazed at his understanding and his answers. When Mary asked, "Son, why have you treated us like this? Your father and I have been anxiously searching for you." Jesus replied, "Why were you searching for me? Did you not know that I must be about my Father's business?" Even at this young age, Jesus was aware of his unique identity and mission. Yet he returned with them to Nazareth and was obedient to them, growing in wisdom and favor with God and man. These were the hidden years, the quiet years of preparation. Jesus was growing up in obscurity, learning from his earthly parents, absorbing the traditions and culture of his people, all while preparing for the day when he would step into the light and begin his public ministry. For 30 years, he lived among the people, sharing their joys and sorrows, understanding their struggles, and experiencing the fullness of human life. And so the early years of Jesus' life were marked by divine intervention, prophetic fulfillment, and quiet growth. From his birth in Bethlehem to his childhood in Nazareth, each step was guided by God's sovereign plan. Little did the world know that this carpenter's son, raised in a humble village, was destined to become the savior of all humanity, the light to those living in darkness, the hope for the hopeless, and the way to everlasting life.